Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Monarchs will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Eagles offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Eagles are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's French. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So Old Dominion's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Off the play fake, coming after it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking for a gap. It's White. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now adjusting. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Up tempo for the offense.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And stampeding through the defense. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And 1st down for the offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's French. Lets it go to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Is good.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
That makes
And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Old Dominion, 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Young. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
At the 36.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7. Old Dominion, 0.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
The play action fake. Firing deep. Brings it in down the left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Monarchs will have it 1st and 10.
Good up for first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. With the catch, it's Young.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Old Dominion.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, ODU.
It's just so nice to have a single guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Set to advance.
Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Scanning the field, it's French. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the air on first down. This time he's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Georgia.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Burgess. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
1st and 10.
Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. and that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He made the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Norfolk to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Using the quick game. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
At the 37-yard line. And that's a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Off play action. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I gotta protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo, deep breath. Big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
The Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Eagles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's French. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's another 1st down.
He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Young. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying play action. He wants it all. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs!
Number 11, takes it in.
The AT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. To the air, it's French. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Georgia Southern.
Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Monarchs in the hurry up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the side...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Bounced right back to them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Using his legs. It's White. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David